Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is another makeup video. It's not on this look because this is absolutely nothing, but it is on the things YouTube has taught me about applying eyeshadow. Yeah, I only really fell in love with makeup I think in first year. Before that I was terrible. I would just put on eyeshadow willy-nilly, and yeah, things YouTube has taught me about applying eyeshadow. And I know this is something that I cringe when I see how some people do their eyeshadow, because I'm like, but did you want to use an eyeshadow base? But did you want to use a transition shade? And then I'm like, Shelly, you didn't know these things either. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see the things that YouTube has taught me about applying my eyeshadow. First things first, I have 5 brushes. 5 brushes in front of me. Fluffy blending brush, more precise blending brush, a fluffy blending brush, and a packer brush. So let's get into this video. So I've only got these 4 eyeshadow brushes that I'm going to use today, and then I just have 1 brush for putting on my eyeshadow base. That is the first thing that YouTube has taught me about applying my eyeshadow. I need an eyeshadow base. So the first beauty guru person that I started watching on YouTube was Nikki Tutorials. And Nikki Tutorials' favorite eyeshadow base was always MAC's Soft Ochre. So I was like, I have to get me some MAC Soft Ochre. So I did. But then I also learned that you can use your concealer as an eyeshadow base. So yeah, on the one eye I'm gonna do the soft ochre, and on the other eye I'm going to do the concealer. I'm also going to do 2 different eyes because I'm going to show you like how simple it is to do eyeshadow, especially for people that want to do everyday looks. They haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so let's begin. So first things first, I'm going to apply my eyeshadow base. I'm going to apply the soft ochre onto this eye and the concealer onto this eye. And I'll go in with this eyeshadow base when I want to really do a intense look and I need it to last whole day, so like special occasion. So the purpose of an eyeshadow base is to prepare your eyelids for eyeshadow. It also just gets the best wear or effect out of your eyeshadow, the true color of your eyeshadow. You can set the concealer down with setting powder or an eyeshadow, but for today I'm just gonna leave it like that. Eyeshadow base is on, soft ochre on the side, and I have the concealer on the side. I need to remember that. Fluffy blending brush now, and I'm gonna apply my transition shade. So I said I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks. A transition shade is an eyeshadow or a bronzer that is close to your skin tone, but it's not your skin tone, but it kind of just sets that starting point for your eyeshadow. I was watching a YouTube tutorial and like they always say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with my transition shade, and I was like, what's that? But basically a transition shade is just an eyeshadow that you start with to kind of set the, so yes, you have your eyeshadow base, but now this sets the foundation for blending your eyeshadow all together. So like before I learned about transition shade, I would just go in with that color I would just go in with that color, with that packing, and then I'd be like, okay. But yeah, so transition shades also allow for your eyeshadow to look more seamless and blended together. So today for my transition shade, I'm going to use my bronzer because yeah, it's close to my skin tone, and it also just ties everything together very nicely and it's easy to use. So I'm going in with the fluffy blending brush, the fluffier blending brush. So tap some of that excess off, and I am going to blend my eyeshadow. I'm going to go into the eye that has the soft ochre on it. I'm blending it just above the crease, in the crease, but also just above the crease towards the eyebrow, but obviously not into the eyebrow. Some people even connect their nose contour with this transition shade. And then I'll even go just a little bit into the outer corner, and you can see I've dipped once, and I'll just go in again. So that is my transition shade done on this eye. Then I'm going to go in with my more precise blending brush, and I'm going to go in with a darker shade. So I'm going to stick to this eye. I'm going to go in with a darker shadow. Remember, I'm doing a more natural look, so I'm going to go in with a darker shadow. It's brown, and I'm going to mix it a bit with those two, and that's going to give me more dimension in my crease. I'm going to pack it just into the outer V as well, as you can see, because we're just giving the eye more dimension. To avoid any harsh looking lines, you can go back in with your fluffier blending brush and you just blend it through. Sometimes it's always good to keep a clean blending brush on hand. Okay. So for me, this is almost the eyeshadow look completely done. Because I said I'm doing a simple eye. Go in with the packer brush. And I'm just going to take these shimmer shades and I'm just going to go in on all of them, really. And I am going to apply that onto... I'm going to go in with my clean blending brush and I'm just going to blend that all nicely. So that's also something that YouTube has taught me about my eyeshadow. Blending is key. Blend. Don't be lazy. Blend. If you don't have time to blend, don't do your eyeshadow. No, I'm joking. I'll show you something now that you can do if you're lazy. So we just got rid of all those harsh lines. And there we go. My eyeshadow look is complete. Now for this eye, I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to take my shimmer shadows again, and I'm going to pack that onto the eyelid before the transition shade. So I'm just going to go in. I'll go in with it. So it's on the eyelid now. Now I'm going to go in with my transition shade in that and make it look seamless. Once you find, like, there are these simple steps that I'm showing you and like things that YouTube has taught me about applying my eyeshadow, but once you get the hang of it, you can kind of just do your own thing and make your eyeshadow your own. But these things like your eyeshadow base, your transition shade, your crease color that just defines your eye, your shimmer, like the way we apply that, when it all comes together so nicely, when you get that down, you can do any eyeshadow look. Okay, so I blended that out, and now I'm gonna go in with my darker shade now, and I just want to define that crease a little bit more. So I'm gonna make that look a bit more defined, and then I'm gonna go with my clean blending brush and again. Okay, so let's there you go. Simple eyeshadow, and you can do this with any colors. Those are just two ways that you can apply eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna I always take a makeup wipe before I do my foundation and stuff, and I just clean up underneath it. And then yeah, I'm just gonna go do some I think it's a fly that's like stuck somewhere. So I'm just gonna go put on some mascara and do my eyebrows, and then you will see how my eyeshadow looks complete. Hey, so I am back. I just put on some mascara, a little bit of eyebrows, and this is my very simple eyeshadow look, showing you tips of what YouTube has taught me about applying my eyeshadow. So thank you for watching. If I was doing a full face now, my eyeshadow, once I've applied my foundation and everything, I would go in with this brush again, personally, and I would either take my transition shade or that darker shade that you use to intensify your crease, create more dimension in your crease and back in your outer corner. I would go underneath with that just to tie the whole eyeshadow look together. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope these tips helped you, and I hope to see you in my next YouTube video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and goodbye.